Thailand drops PCR test on arrival, breaking news. The end of travel restrictions in Thailand almost? Thailand is banking on a surge of tourists and may to kickstart the economy. The CCSA has approved the biggest easing of entry requirements for fully vaccinated travelers from May 1st. Official publication of these new rules in the Royal Gazette is expected early next week. There will be no more test and go or Sandbox programs, and there are now more options for unvaccinated travelers. On arrival, travelers will simply be classed as either vaccinated or unvaccinated. The Thailand Pass still exists, but the only paperwork you need to upload for registration before coming to Thailand is your passport, vaccine information and proof of your insurance. Please note you will still have to await approval of your Thailand Pass before coming to Thailand. The current waiting period is usually 1 to 3 days but can take longer. However, with a new simplified paperwork requirement, approvals should be quicker after the 1st of May. The key decision is to drop all testing for fully vaccinated travelers to enter Thailand. No pre-travel test, no on-arrival test. The CCSA is asking foreigners to self-monitor their condition whilst in Thailand and recommends an ATK test. I do not personally think tourists can be trusted to be that responsible. Treatment for anyone who tests positive, from their own self-administered tests, will be covered by their travel insurance. The compulsory COVID insurance coverage will also be reduced from $20,000 to $10,000. Unvaccinated or under-vaccinated travelers, who do not provide a negative pre-travel PCR test, will be subject to a 5-day quarantine at an alternative quarantine hotel. Unvaccinated travelers, who can present a negative pre-travel test result, will be treated exactly the same as vaccinated travelers. The pre-travel test must be performed within 72 hours of departure. Whilst all testing requirements have been dropped for vaccinated travelers, and only a negative pre-travel PCR test for the unvaccinated, be aware some airlines may still require either vaccination proof or negative PCR tests before letting you board a flight. Tourists and business groups around Thailand are excited by the changes. This is the biggest easing of restrictions since border closures were imposed in April 2020. International arrivals, for the first 4 months of 2022, have never exceeded even 10% of the daily arrivals of pre-COVID days. Hopefully, the new rules will boost arrival numbers. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to help the channel grow.